Hello! Hi everyone. I'm on the floor today, so it's a little different. Welcome to the business of storytelling. My name is Caroline Cole, and you're here. You made it. You might have guessed by my attire and the fact that I'm on a yoga mat that we are stepping into the wellness realm today. It is the third pillar of what I do professionally. Voiceover artist, copy and content writer, and yoga therapist. So I find this to be a really important element of who we are as humans and as creative humans, especially that we need to be taking care of our bodies. So I'm putting together a short video for us today, and this is 7 minutes of stretching. Morning, noon, night, anytime is quite all right. Okay, yes, so we're gonna start with some stretching. I'm gonna go ahead and start from the top down. So we'll start with the neck. And what I would do is first take one ear. So this is my left ear to left shoulder, and circle around, inhaling around the back, exhaling across the front. And doing this about 10 times on each side. And once you've got to about 10, go ahead and take your right ear to your right shoulder. Breathe once here, and rotate the other way, inhaling across the back, exhaling across the front. Nice and slow here. There's nothing to rush, especially if you're doing this in the morning. Nice and slow, just feeling how your neck's feeling today. And there we are. Moving on down from the head and neck, we're gonna go to the shoulders. We're gonna do 2 of my favorite ones this morning. First, we're just gonna make some large shoulder circles. Inhaling on the top, exhaling on the bottom. Do about 5 to 10 of these in both directions. So we'll do a few back, and we'll switch directions, and then really exaggerating it. And then we're gonna do one of my favorite little things to get the upper back engaged. You're gonna grab your shoulders, thumbs and back fingers in front. Make sure you have enough room to the sides and behind you. And you're going to inhale as you turn left and exhale to the right. I think I might hit my elbow, so I'm gonna move a little forward. So it looks and sounds like this. And it really gets into that middle top back. Do this for about 30 to 45 seconds. Tuck that chin in. Make sure we're not out sticking our chin too far forward. And when you're finished with that, we'll come back to the center, moving. Now we've done neck and shoulders. We're gonna spend a little time on the jaw, tongue, and face. Especially if you're a voiceover artist, we wanna make sure this is all warmed up and ready before you hop into the booth. So I'm gonna massage the jaw a little bit, open and close a few times while massaging. Nice, and you might do a passive jaw stretch, taking 2 fingers, make sure they're clean, and pull apart your jaw with your teeth. Take at least 5 deep breaths in any stretch that you're holding. 10 is ideal, but depending on what time you have, do what you can. A tongue stretch I really like. We often hold a lot of tension in our tongues, which is kind of weird. It's really effective. You take the tip of your tongue and tuck it right behind your bottom teeth and then stick the rest out. So it looks like this. High breath. If you start to drool, don't worry about it. No one's watching, probably. And once that whole face is kind of warmed up, you might take 2 fingers and just do a little light tapping on the forehead. Release some tension from here. And then some light tapping right on the sides of the nose, under the eyes, out to the temples. Really just release any tension that is remaining in the face. All right. And then we've done our upper body down to about our chest. We're gonna stretch our wrists and hands because, so much of this is happening. So we're just gonna do 5 to 10 wrist circles out. So just as slow as you need to. Circle out, and then you're gonna go ahead and circle in. There will be cracks and pops if you're anything like me or any of us who've worked very long in the typing industry, as I call it sometimes. And then we're gonna take one hand at a time and stretch it out in front of you, palm, fingers down, and just pull back gently on those fingers. Oof, you might really need this one. Again, 5 to 10 breaths ideally in each of these positions. And go ahead and switch if you're ready. You might find a yawn. And once you are done with that, hands and wrists, we're gonna move on to do a few, let's do the sides first and then some chest openers. So if you have a spot where you can sit on the floor, that's great. I like this crisscross applesauce situation. You can bring one hand down right by your buttocks with the arms straight. Reach over, and as you lean over to the side, just go ahead and bend that elbow that's on the ground. Bend that supporting elbow. I'm really focusing on keeping this hip still glued to the ground, glued to the mat. And as you can, turn up and open so you can look to the sky. If you want to crawl this hand out a little more, that's fine, if that helps you get a little more leverage. And again, 5 to 10 breaths here on both sides. And when you're ready, go ahead and switch. Same thing, setting up, straight, bend the elbow, coming over, focusing on keeping both hips nice and grounded. This one's harder for me to keep that hip grounded. Ooh, I have more stuff in this side. With these yoga things, we're really trying to, of course, balance out the body, which is tough because it's almost never balanced. We're always using one side more than the other. And if you can turn up to the ceiling, we'll help you open that chest up just a little bit. Breathing into the side body here where most of the stretch is. And once you've done 5 to 10-ish breaths, come on up. And we are going to finish with some chest openers. So really easy one because, again, remember with all the wrist and chest stuff we're doing, we're counteracting this because this is how we're sitting most of the day. So we've got to do some opposite work to stand how we should and keep our posture as it should naturally be. We can just do a couple more shoulder rolls like we did before. But really what we're gonna do is take the hands up. I'll face you again, up. And we're gonna cactus the arms back and just open up to the sky. Opening up the front of that neck, the clavicles. Inhale up and exhale, do that one more time. Really starting to open up through the ribs, the sternum here. Nice. Another good chest opener, I'll turn sideways so you can see it, is just to sort of grab the elbows behind you if you're able. And just lean back. Again, opening up those shoulders, opening up that chest. I'm just gonna get one prop real quick. If you are a person who happens to have yoga blocks at their house, then this is an excellent passive stretch to open up the chest. If you don't have yoga blocks, another thing that will work is one of those foam rollers can be good for this. And even if you just have a bolstered pillow, like a skinny long pillow, that can be good for this too. So what you will do is you will point your knees to the sky, and you're really gonna bring this block to about where, well, ladies, it's about where the bottom of your bra strap would be. Men and people who don't wear bras, it's right, kind of like right below your chest. So if you trace this line around, it's around right there. So you bring it there and just leaning back, letting your head fall off the back. Putting the block at whatever height works best for you. There's a short, medium, and tall height options. And you can just lay here. And the shoulders flop open to the sides. Just hang out. 5 to 10 breaths. Let it happen. All right, when you're ready, you can roll out of that however gracefully you can, and go on about your day, whether that's straight to sleep or straight into the working chair, just doing the littlest amount every day that we can to combat all of that stretching in and stuff that we do. So we started from the head, neck, dealt with the face, hands, opened up the chest and the sides. Those are a great way to start or end the day. All right, bye creative professional fam, and I will talk to you next week.